to Lawyer in the Kitchen. Today we're gonna make something I've never made in my entire life. In fact, I didn't even make a practice one of these, but I've seen a couple, 3 videos on this and they look really good. So we're gonna make a steak and egg burrito, steak and egg breakfast burrito. And really, it could be any time because you can eat breakfast anytime too. Chihuahua, Mexico, by the man of Juan Mendez. And he was a street vendor. And back in the time of the Mexican Revolution, he decided he had to have a way to keep his food warm, so he wrapped them up in a flour tortilla, and then he would ride his little donkey to wherever he was going for the day. Which is interesting because burrito means little donkey. And so that's how we came to know these from back around 1910. The ingredients are, that we're going to use, flour tortillas, cheese, bacon, eggs of course, steak. We're going to make some hash browns, freshly made, out of a russet potato, 1 onion. We're going to make an avocado, just actually the same exact way that I made the avocado toast. And we have some tomato, some green chilies, sour cream, pepper, salt. We're going to cook all this together and this is going to be fantastic. This is going to be fantastic, okay? Wagyu beef tallow. I made something in this last night and it was fantastic. This is great stuff. Okay. So a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Take the cap off, that helps. It still comes out, it just doesn't come out on the meat. All right, if it sizzles, we have it hot enough. If it doesn't, we don't. That's good. And now go ahead and finish up the salt and pepper on this side. And this is a ribeye. You can use whatever you like. Now we're going to cut this kind of thin. It would be easier to cut it thinly if we had frozen it and cut it before we cooked it. The problem with that is you can't get it medium rare and cut it real thin. All right, you're going to flip it over. Look at that. That's looking good. This has got all the time to rest. That's going to be good. We can go ahead and peel our potato. These are going to be so good. All right, they're looking good. And drop these down just like that. Two separate piles. Try to even those up. With pepper. And I'm going to add a little butter to this. And that's not cooked enough. That's good, but I don't want to burn them. I'm going to let those cook a little bit longer and then we'll move them again. Ooh, that's perfect. Look at that. That's nice. There we go. All right, these look done. Just check them one more time. They're nice and held together. They're super crispy. Might let it cook a little more on that side. This one's done now. All right, this one's done. Bacon's next. We need 4 slices of bacon. And obviously that's too long. You don't want to cook it that fast. Okay. That'll shrink up. Ended up with a grease fire here. Maybe the fire department in the kitchen. We want this nice and crispy. So we're going to cook our onions in the same pan as the bacon. We'll let this get warm again. We just took a little break. Getting our pan warm. I think we can probably put this back in here. There we go. And we're not going to cook these. These are just going to be raw. Next thing we'll do is our avocado mixture, and for that we are going to take an avocado, go all the way around, twist, pull apart. That looks pretty good. And this is the part I always like to do if I get it right. Make sure your fingers are down below the avocado and don't miss the avocado, because if you do, all right, then twist. Oh man, here we go. And there we go. That's just cool. I saw somebody do that at a restaurant. I thought, clearly I got to do this. It's just fun to do. I mean, I just did it, except theirs worked the first time. You know, that's always better. And if you haven't looked at my video on making avocado toast, check that out, because that was really tasty. A little bit of salt on this, because avocado without the salt just doesn't have the flavor. It won't bring out its own flavors. That's really not a lot. Let me get another clove. It's kind of like grinding meat. You got to have a little bit of meat at the end just to push the other meat out. So this is where we are with this. We got to have a little more. So let's look at that. Come right up here. All right, that's plenty. We've got everything cut up, ready to go. We've got our eggs, steak, cheese, onions, green chilies, tomatoes, hash browns, bacon, and guacamole. And of course our tortilla, some sour cream, and I'm going to try this avocado cilantro street sauce on the very top once we get it done. All right, first we're going to use a little sour cream. And I'm going to thin that out a little bit. That looks pretty good right there. Some bacon, a couple strips of bacon. Next, we're going to put the steak. Look at that. This is perfect. Now, if you don't like medium rare, you know, cook it more. That's pretty easy. These eggs are cooked very soft. Very soft. Little tomato. I'm looking at my list so I don't forget anything. And after that, we're going to put the hash browns. Those ended up turning out halfway decent, really. Okay. A little bit of chilies. Some avocado with a little bit of sour cream on it. Not gonna hurt a thing. All right, it's getting kind of big. All right, what don't we have? Mozzarella cheese. Now we're going to try to put this thing together. All right, here we go. So I'm going to start off like this in the sides, then fold this over. This may actually work. Then use your little fingers. Oop, we got this one sneaking out. Then scooch it. Oh, I've got a fingerprint in there, but that one's going to be covered. All right, this is obviously not my best thing. I'm going to go ahead and school this back just a little bit, tighten this up. That looks halfway decent. All right, so now we're going to put this in a pan and brown it up, seam side down. And when we get done, we're going to add the avocado sauce, the avocado cilantro sauce. We're going to put this on not too high, right about there, and get our pan warm. And we're not going to put anything down. We're just going to put this the seal side down to begin with. We do want to heat it completely. And we're still tucking here. All right, I'm going to turn this now. Almost too late. That's good. And that should hold now, and it is. That's pretty good right there. Okay, we didn't burn it. The ends aren't great, but they're not horribly embarrassing. I don't know how to say the name. It's taqueria street sauce, avocado cilantro. And we're going to put this on here. And I think that looks pretty good, actually. What do you think?
Looks very good.
All right, let's cut this baby. All right, so now we're going to cut it at an angle. And I'm using a bread knife because I think that will be the least destructive till I get to the steak. And then I'm going to switch knives. And there we go. Oh, not quite. I think we need a new plate. All right, so we've got it done. We're going to try it. It looks pretty good. That's tasty. You can taste the eggs, the steak, the bacon. Hash browns come through a little bit. The avocado's good. I like this street sauce. That's pretty tasty. I'm pretty happy with this. You gotta try this. Steak and egg breakfast burrito. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you next time on Lawyer in the Kitchen.